Hey guys, Kang-Hun here. I've created an application called Tempora which takes timing of music to a whole new level. What do I mean by timing of music? To explain, let's talk about the main use case for Tempora, namely OS. OS is a video game where you press buttons on your keyboard to the rhythm of the music. The more in time with the music you are, the better your performance will be in-game. But how can the game know how in time you are with the music? That's where the concept of timing comes in. Timing means letting the game know where the beats are in an audio file. If the song has a constant tempo, such as 120 beats per minute, all we have to do is tell the game where these 120 beats per minute start, and then we're done. This information is called a timing point. It's not always that simple though. Humans don't have built-in metronomes, so if an artist records a song without using one, the tempo will naturally fluctuate. In this case, we're going to need a lot more than one timing point to follow the music. Making these in the OSU editor, however, is a very tedious process. I wanted to know just how tedious it is, so I gave 10 OSU mappers 15 minutes to time as much as they could of a variable tempo song. The results varied a lot. They managed to time between 6 and 92 seconds of music. If we extrapolate, it would take 2 to 3 hours on average just to time a 3-minute variable tempo song, and maybe even more, since more than half of the results had mistakes that would need further fixing. In summary, timing sucks. So what can we do about it? Well, we could use tools like audio quantization or warping, where you squeeze and stretch the audio so it uses less timing points. I've done that for a few of my maps, but not everyone has access to quantization software, and it also makes the audio quality worse. You could also use other third-party timing tools, but from what I can tell, the process is still tedious and tiresome even when using these. None of these options seem ideal, so the most reasonable option might be to just suck it up, use the OSU editor, and accept that timing is tedious. Now, I'm not very reasonable, so I instead spent months coding a tool from scratch to make timing easier. The amount of time I've spent making this thing is probably greater than all the time I've spent in a lifetime just doing timing in the OSU editor, but anyhow, the end result of all this is called Tempora and is now available in public beta. But what exactly is Tempora and how does it make timing easier? You know how I said that timing a 3-minute song could take hours in the OSU editor? For a quick comparison, here's what it looks like to time 30 seconds of music in Tempora. I start by lining up the first 2 downbeats of the music. Here's the first one. And there's the second one. Then I line up the rest of the downbeats all the way until 30 seconds into this track. Then I line up the half notes. And then the quarter notes in between. I fixed the intro, which was a bit off. After doing this for a little bit, I'm pretty quickly done with the first 30 seconds. I could then export it to OSU and listen in game for any inaccuracies. And it sounds fine. I'm gonna link the OSZ file in the description if you want to have a listen yourself. Anyhow, let me give you a quick tutorial on how to use Tempora. Open an MP3 or OGG file by dragging it into Tempora or by using the Open dialog. Right-click to start playback, press space to stop. Add a timing point by left-clicking and dragging it to its correct position. Downbeats go on this bright red line. You can delete a timing point by double-clicking it. Change the offset of a timing point by holding Ctrl and dragging it. You can also hold Ctrl and scroll instead. You can find more information by clicking this button in the top right. If you'd like to see me time an entire song using Tempora, including my recommended workflow, check the link in the video description. When you export your project to OS, Tempora might add a tag. Make sure to keep it when you upload the map. That way, other mappers can more easily discover Tempora, and we can see at a glance how Tempora grows with the mapping community. If you'd like to see an example of what a Tempora timed map looks like in the end, you can check out the map You Can Call Me Al, link in the video description. I want to give a huge thanks to all the alpha testers as well as everyone else who helped out with development. A very special thanks goes to Olibami, who's been a huge help in getting Tempora on its feet. I also want to thank Yule, Malai, and Quantum Vortex for being early supporters of Tempora. If you'd like to support the project as well, you can send a tip on Ko-fi, link in the description. Let me know what you think of Tempora in the comments, and if you want, you can join the Discord where you can get help, get notified of updates, and give feedback if you can think of ways I can improve Tempora. This is the first time I've ever released any software to the public, so I'm very curious what you guys think. And if you can see a different use case for Tempora, such as support for a different rhythm game, let me know in the comments or in Discord. I might actually be able to do something about it. If you like this video, give it a like. I hope you'll enjoy using Tempora. Thanks for tuning in. Kongahun out.